Hey there! Thanks for stopping by and welcome to my ant channel. As you may know if you saw my video last week, this is my colony of black garden ants. And in the middle sits the queen. I'm calling her Venus. And by the way, I am so sorry to those of you who actually saw my video last week, because the camera I was using was way too small to handle for my fingers. But it won't happen again, because I'm using a bigger camera this time. So I just want to update you guys real quick, so you don't have to get dizzy by watching last week's film. So after I caught Venus here in start August, I placed her into this test tube here, and after that I placed the test tube in a dark spot, where she laid her first eggs. Then the eggs developed into larvae and pupae. Then the first 5 ants emerged from their pupae. The first ants began to harden, and several more ants emerged from their pupae day by day. And that is how my colony started, and this is how my colony looks like today, the 27th of October. And now all of these worker ants have hardened and turned black instead of that silver/grey color they had before, except one. As some of you may have noticed, one of these ants is actually blue. How and why she became blue, I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But first, I have a quick question for all of you guys. And that is, what should my ant colony be called? Because as you know, I have already given the queen her name, but the colony itself also need a name, I think. So if any of you guys have a great suggestion, write it in the comment field, and who knows, maybe I'm going to choose your name for my ant colony here. But back to how my ants here became blue. As I told you last week, I was going to give the ants their first meal soon, and I did that yesterday. So let's see what I gave them and how they reacted. An ant colony needs 2 things, and that is sugar and protein or meat. And I have chosen sugar for my ants because the colony is so small. So a small glass of water with 2 spoons of sugar mixed up with a natural blue color. Then I placed a little droplet of this sugar water inside their test tube with my straw. And then it went fast, because the time it took me to lay down my straw and to pick up the camera and get it to focus, the ants had already become aware of something delicious in the other end of their test tube. And those ants who found the droplet first had already filled their social stomachs to the breaking point and were running home to share the food with the rest of the colony. I'm going to show you that, but first I want to show you how fast these girls actually eat. Because no, I have not sped up the time. All of this is recorded in normal speed. So let's focus on these 3 girls here, because when they are done eating, I'm sure they're going to run home and share this delicious food. Because they don't run out to eat all in once, they can't. Some of them have to stay at home to protect the queen. And now, these ants are full as well. It took them about 20 seconds to fill up their social stomachs. Now they are running home to share this delicious meal with the rest of the colony. And one of them has already found a hungry sister, as you see here. And yes, ants are feeding each other by mouth to mouth. I know. No, sorry, not funny, I know. That is just how things work in an ant colony. But look at this. She has soon transferred all of the food she picked up a little while ago to her sister here. And done, she runs back for more, while her sister here goes back to the nest to join those ants who had been fed. And that is what my ants continued to do for several hours, until everyone in the colony had been fed with this wonderful blue sugar water. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone. That includes every larvae, the queen of course, and every single one of these ants here. And that is how you get a colony of blue ants. That is all for me, folks. I hope all of you liked my new video here. If you do, please like it before you leave, so I know if I'm the only person who finds this interesting. and I hope I will see you again next week when I'm going to give my ants something a bit more meaty, if they are brave enough for that. Have a great evening. Peace.